born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, October 31st, Halloween 2024. So glad you could join me this morning. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we help people become successful and profitable currency traders. And we do that by teaching them how to trade with our simple and accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we are so confident in how well they work. Now, once we've trained you, we will let you trade with our money and split what you make. So it's a win-win for both of us. Gives you confidence that what we are showing you works, and it incentivizes both of us to make money. And one of the purposes of this morning is to give you a sample of one of the dozen different trading strategies that we have, so that you can evaluate for yourself how well it works. So with that, let's kind of jump right in and see what we've got going this morning. We first need to listen to this guy, and we'll be on our way.
State regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
Now, one of the great things about the program is our focus on coaching, continuous coaching. I do 3 of these live trade sessions a week, Monday afternoon and Tuesday and Thursday morning. Also, every afternoon at around 4:15, I also send out a trade setup that you can copy. And then during the night, it will execute. If you followed last night's, both trades closed profitably. When you become a member, we've got trade sessions every morning, trade sessions every evening. And as you can see, lots of group coaching sessions. So one of the ways you get better is by having a coach. Anybody who's good at anything has a coach. So we are firm believers in continuing to focus on the fundamentals so that we practice what we preach. Now, I like to work off of a little checklist that helps me stay focused. Every day, I like to refresh the green chart when I start up in the morning, clears out the memory, picks up any updates that might have been done. An essential, as part of my trading routine, is that any trades that didn't win or didn't do what I expected them to do, I want to go back and try to figure out what I missed. And because our indicators allow you to go back to a specific point in time and see exactly what the chart was saying at that time, it gives you an opportunity to do that. Now, sometimes you may do everything right and it still goes against you, but more often than not, oops, you missed something, and that missing something, oops, come on, puppy, my little puppy here, who's assisting me, and he's pulling on the cords that are connected to my phone. Here, come here. Come here, buddy. Say hi. Say hi before we get going. This is Teddy, my assistant. Good boy. So just hang out here, buddy. We'll go outside in a few minutes. We are technical traders. Technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and we are not trading on the news. But we do want to know what the news is so that we can trade around it. And the place I like to see what that news is forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three categories. Yellow, which is low impact, I tend to ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact, I ignore these. Some people pay attention to them. And red, which is high impact. These are the guys I want to trade around, and specifically, if one of these red items are within 2 hours, which this 8:30 GDP on the Canadian dollar and unemployment claims on the U.S. dollar, we will not trade both the Canadian dollar and the U.S. dollar. This number has been the employment numbers have been tremendously off the last half a year. Where and of course the error is always in the favor of the government, where it's been off. Sometimes it can be off a little bit, but it's been off by big numbers. So, and then they issue a correction way after the fact. But anyways, in any case, we're not going to trade the Canadian dollar and the U.S. dollar this morning. So let's go ahead and the trade strategy I am going to use is the 10-point signal. We've got a dozen different trade strategies. This is, and when we coach people, we kind of customize the trade plan based on your availability to trade and your risk preferences. This one suits mine. I like to trade off of a 1 hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, trade's going to close anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. On a 1 hour chart, trades can move between 5 and 35 pips. And my sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing pretty well. Basically, this strategy is there are 3 sections of the chart. When the lines from all 3 sections are going in the same direction, that's a good trade. So let's see what we've got this morning. So even though we're not going to trade the USD, we're still going to go over it because I want you to be able to identify what a good setup is. If you can identify, if you can see it, you can trade it because it's accurate. So we start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. I am looking for situations where we are either overbought, where the lines are above, say, this horizontal blue line and going down, or below this red line and going up. And you can see when they were above the blue line going down, we got 3 red candles as it made its way through the channel. And had we caught that, that would have been a nice trade. So that was worth that was 10 pips. You can see up here, 10 pips over the course of 3 hours. So what's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? So we are oversold going down. That's not what I want. I want it oversold and all the lines going up. Euro USD overbought. majors and minors are sideways. Green line's going down, red line's going up, so not quite there yet. Pound USD overbought, going up, so no. Dollar Canadian dollar overbought, majors going up, minors sideways. Dollar Swiss franc. We don't have agreement between the majors and minors. Dollar yen. We're about halfway through the channel, but again, we don't have agreement. Majors going up, minors sideways. So nothing here. Again, I'm just looking. I just want the majors and minors to either be on the south side of the red line or the north side of the blue line, and then pointing in the opposite direction. So euro pound, majors going up, minors going sideways, so I don't have agreement. Australian dollar yen. We're in the channel. It's turned. Sometimes on the Euro USD, I'll trade a turn like this, but this turn isn't quite sharp, and I'd want more steepness in the green line, and the red line is actually still going up. I want them all going down when I see a turn like that. Euro Canadian dollar overbought, going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar in the middle of the channel. Everybody's going down. Well, actually, no. The red line is horizontal, so nothing there. Pound yen overbought, going up. Euro Australian dollar overbought, still going up. So here's a case where this isn't part of my trade strategy. I don't like to take a buy when we're overbought, but you could have clearly made some money here. 50 pips over 3 hours on a buy when it was overbought. Now, you may decide that you like that trade. For me, I don't want to, when it's up here, at some point it's going to turn, and I don't want to get stuck holding it when it turns. So nothing so far. Let's go to the next set. Canadian dollar yen. We don't have agreement between the majors and the minors. Minors are sideways. Majors are kind of going up, and they're losing gas. You've got a kink in the line where we're going from more steep to less steep. Euro New Zealand dollar overbought. Majors still going up. Minors sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar. Everybody's going up, so nothing there. Again, we got this big up run while we've been overbought. New Zealand dollar yen. It's in the channel, and it's kind of going sideways, both majors and minors. New Zealand dollar USD oversold, majors going down, minors have turned, so nothing. Euro Swiss franc overbought, everybody's going up. Wow. Let's go to the next group. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar oversold, minors going down, majors going down, minors sideways. Swiss franc yen, minors sideways, majors going up. So again, we don't have agreement. I want all the lines going in the same direction. Euro yen, just reaching overbought, majors going up, minors sideways. Pound Australian dollar, everybody's going up. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, oversold, everybody's going down. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, everybody's going down in the middle of the channel. We're more than halfway, so we're going to pass. So we've just gone through 24 pairs, and we did not see a setup that I wanted to trade. Now, as I said, we've got a dozen different strategies. I am going to change. I've got a dozen different strategies, and I am going to change gears and use a second strategy. This is a little scalp trade that you can take when there's less than 5 minutes left in the hour. Right now, there are 15 minutes left in the hour, 14 minutes left in the hour. But the strategy on this is called the thick orange line, and it looks at what the position of the thick orange line is. And the thick orange line is a scaled number. And when it's as high as it can go, it is at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it is, when it's as high as it can go, it's at 10. When it's as low as it can go, it's at 0. So I'm looking to see if this number is either 0 or 10. So when it's at 0, it thinks there's no more down in the movement. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy because it's going to be going up. So I'm looking for situations where this is 0 or 10 or within 1 point of either end. So 0.7 is within 0, within 1 of 0. So we've got part 1 of the signal. We don't like to trade on one piece of information. If we can kind of put 2 pieces of information together, that increases the accuracy and lets us have a better probability of the trade doing what we want. So when I see this is at 0, which it essentially is when it's within 1, I want to look at where the red line on the major indicator is. And if the red line is below the horizontal red line, which it is, that is a good buy. So NZD, CHF, buy. So we're going to wait just a little bit before we take this. Let's go and see what else we have. And that's worth 5 pips. And basically what's happening is when this is at 0 and the red line here is below the horizontal red line, it's like pulling an elastic. And when the new candle starts, it'll snap and we'll get it's usually good for 5 pips. You can do this on the 1 hour chart. You can also do it on a 30-minute chart. I don't do it on the 30-minute chart, but on a 30-minute chart, it's worth 3 pips. So 7 isn't close enough. 10, yes, but look where my red line is. I want my red line to be above the blue line. See here, the red line is just a little bit below the red line. So even though I've got 10 here, this is still telling me there's more up in the movement. 9, yes, within 1 of 10, but my red line is, on the bottom third of the channel, so nothing there. 0.9, yes, and my red line is below the horizontal red line. So I like this one actually better than this one because the red line's a little further down. The problem here is Canadian dollar. And if you remember, we got news on the Canadian dollar. So even though it's a little scalp trade, I don't want to take a trade on when there's a news item coming up. So we're going to pass on this one, even though the signal is there because we've got the news coming up. 8 isn't close enough. 1, 0. So this is basically 0. It's within 1 of 0, and the red line is below. So we've got both elements. But again, what's the problem? Yep, you got it. It's we've got news on the USD too. So even though the signal's there, I'm going to pass because it's a news item. 9, yes, but look where my red line is. He's down here. So we're going to pass. 8, no. 9, yes. Oh, holy smokes. Red line is way up there. So Euro New Zealand. It's a sell. And I like this one a little bit better because the red line is more extended. So it will come down. So, and on the other one, it was New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. I don't want to do two trades on the New Zealand dollar. So I'm going to take the better of the two. So right now, I kind of like this one better. 10, yes. Red line isn't there yet. $9.2, yes. Red line super extended. So Euro, Australian dollar, sell. We will, this is kind of equivalent to the other one. I might take the Australian dollar versus the New Zealand dollar because there's more volume on the Australian dollar. So right now, this is kind of the leading candidate. Pound yen. Oh, 10. And it's been at 10 for 3 hours. Overbought. Pound yen. All right, so this is two different pairs. So we could take this and the Euro Australian dollar. 10 and the red line is over. No, I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within 1. No. Yes, but my red line isn't there. And we're not going to trade any of these, even though, so 10, no, yes. But we're not going to trade it because it's a news item, and actually both items are news items. Not quite. I want it to be less than 1. 6 isn't close enough. 0.2 is, and we've got the red line here, but again, we've got the news. So let's go ahead. We've got 7 minutes left. That's close enough for me. You can take it in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4. So we're going to use the pound yen for a 5 pip sell. This is a demo account. I'm going to go to new order. My lot size is a function of how much is in my account. So I am going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.25. So I'm going to round that up to 1.3. I can take anywhere from half of that, double it. I am going to keep this because we're going to be taking 2 trades. I can have 2 open trades when I use the 4 decimal place. So we are going to do market sell. Once it records, I'm going to right click, go to modify. This is worth 5 pips. 5 pips equals 50 points. I click the little blue button that does the math. On this trade, we can use a 4-to-1 stop loss. So 4 times 5 is 20. Add the extra 0 to convert pips to points. And the only other thing I like to do is I like to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So I got in at 198.034. So I want to go to 198. If I take away 5 pips, it's going to go to 984. 984 to get 5 pips away from this. And then we also liked the Euro Australian dollar. Where's the Euro Australian dollar? Was it over here? Euro Australian dollar. within one of 10, and the red line is way up there. Oh, that other trade already closed while we were talking. So euro Australian dollar, I don't have that pair open. Yeah, so we got that little 5 pips. We can maybe take it again, but let's get this trade in. So file, new chart, and euro Australian dollar is going to be down in this third group. Euro Australian dollar. Want to make it onto a 1 hour chart, and I am going to go new order. Market sell, right click, modify order, 5 pips, which is 50 points, and 4 to 1, 20 pips. And then I just want to make sure I get the full 5 pips. So if I'm taking 5 pips away from this, it's going to be 5. 505. 505. And let's just make sure we've got this. And let's go back to our pound yen one more time and just make sure pound yen. Oh, we've kind of lost the signal here. The red line isn't above. We've got the 9, but the red line is gone. So if the red line was still above this, I would take the trade again. But we do not have that, so I'm going to pass. All right, so we've got a sell on the euro Australian dollar with a take profit of 1.65505, 1.65505, and a stop loss of 1.65766. 1.65766. And I expect this to close within the next 1 to 2 hours. If you want to learn to trade, if you want to learn to do anything, best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are good at it. We will teach you, and we are so confident we can teach you to do it well that we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. Have a terrific Halloween day out there with the kids, and terrific weekend. And if you have any questions, get on my calendar, and I'm happy to talk to you and help you in your decision. All right, we'll see you Monday after, or we'll see you tonight at 4:15 ish when I send out tonight's overnight trade. All right, bye-bye.